This is the Inspirado Projecto podcast, pre-KCHUNG radio show. We are at Union Station right now, exiting. Check it out. And heading to the Gold Line. We're going to get onto the Gold Line, head on over to Chinatown. One stop. Excuse me. One stop to, pardon me. One stop to Chinatown, and then we'll walk from there. I think what I'll do is I'll bring you with me as I go to Wonder Bakery. That way we can talk to the shopkeepers and see what the score is, pick up some coffee, and we might end it there. Who knows? You never know. However, I wanted to give you a little giblet here of the pre-show. For those of you who love hearing sounds, that's another reason why I like being out and about with the podcast, because I've been getting just becoming very interested in the ASMR type stuff and how there are those out there who love hearing the little intricacies of the sounds of nails, for instance, a woman's nails on tapping on like a wooden desk, or the close-up sounds of coins being moved around in the hand, or the sounds of the wind going through trees, close-ups of crackling on leaves, things like that. And it's always fun when editing to look through the sound library to find various ambience to put in the background. That's always fun. So I can only imagine that those who are tapped into that, they might like that. Now, I don't know the true quality of this microphone I have attached to my iPhone. I don't know if it has the surround sound situations that we're looking for. However, I know that things tend to come out pretty clear. So that's something that I'm excited about. It's just great to step into a future that you imagined would be nice if it existed. Stepping into a future that you had previously believed would be nice if it existed. And thinking about that idea of well, it taps into the manifestation of reality type of thing, where you think so much about it, you imagine yourself in it, you visualize yourself in it, and then bam, that time actually opens up and unfolds in front of you. And I think when we notice that, when we see that, that's the gift right there. Sometimes, I don't know about you, for me, sometimes I'm so focused on the next projects that I'm working on that sometimes I don't fully embrace and fully experience the gratitude and appreciation and excitement for that dream unfolding right there in front of my eyes. So I think acknowledging that is a big deal. Acknowledging it is a big deal. For one reason, that now that we see it and we declare it out loud to ourselves and we recognize it and we go, aha, that's the result of this idea, that's the result of this imagination that I had, and here it is, it's unfolding in front of me. Now, when we recognize it, especially when we say it out loud in front of other people, it's like going, hey, look at my little kid over there, he's doing a little cartwheel. And the kid goes, oh wow, you like that? And they do more of that. And then especially when you point it out and you exalt that child in front of other people. Now that kid is really excited about showing off his cartwheels. He sees now that there's an audience. There's some appreciators to it. That's that feedback of like, oh wow. And that inspires the kid to do more more cartwheels and whatnot. So I think when we exalt the out loud to ourselves in front of others, and we show appreciation for it and encouragement for that particular reality manifestation unfolding, that builds up as an example in our brain that we had collaborated on the universe to make that happen. And the side effect, the byproduct of that, is those who are there to actually witness that happen, particularly those who were there who also witnessed you say, hey, someday this will happen. So then ideally that makes a connection in their brains, that epiphany, that revelation. So then the other added benefit, I think, one of many that I'm probably not even aware of, I think the other extra great thing about saying it out loud and affirming it and being appreciative of it and giving it gratitude is that now the universe recognizes that you recognize it, that it's like, it's not a gift gone to waste. Now obviously it might be silly for me to place human emotions on a vast, unknown universe. However, if I did come from that universe and I experience the feelings that I do, appreciation, gratitude, please and thank you, that stuff, golden rule, I can only imagine if I have those in my brain and I came from the universe, I was created from the universe, I can only imagine that the universe also contains those similar vibes. Why wouldn't it relate to us on those vibes? So I like to play with that idea and say the universe appreciates it when I point out those moments where I go, high five to you, universe. We see that this just happened. You and I both know that we collaborated on this experience here, and I invite more of them. I invite more of them. I invite more of them. I just did the cube, the Bashar transformative shifting cube on the train here. Another very interesting thing is that down there in the subway, I rarely get service down there. Yet for some reason today, I had all the bars down there. I was able to text Lawrence, I was able to check my Instagram. I texted Josh. John Garside sent me a text, and so that's what clued me in that I actually had service down there, was that I heard the text message sound, and I go, whoa, what? What's that? Sometimes there are these spots down there in the subway where in certain areas you can suddenly get a little bit of juice in there, some kind of signal. This time it lasted a really long time. I don't know if they're starting to install Wi-Fi in those subways or what the score is. However, it's quite an interesting thing to see. So that thing happened, and that happened after I had done the transformative shifting cube. If you'd like to know about the transformative shifting cube, please send me an email to inspiradoprojecto@gmail.com. That goes for any of you who would like to have your music, poetry, spoken word, gibberish, dreams, epiphanies, synchronicities, fringe theories, all sort of magical stuff. Not the mundane stuff. Anything that is the stuff that comes from going out there and exploring the unknown. That kind of information I'm very excited about. Any abduction stories, extraterrestrial sightings, astral projection stories, oh gosh, anything. Interesting things that you found with the microscope. Please send it to inspiradoprojecto@gmail.com. You can even send it as an MP3. And I think, you know what I'm going to do too, is I'm going to be experimenting more with this Anchor app. I signed into this on the laptop the other day, and I noticed that it enables me to upload stuff. So I think I can even actually upload files directly from my computer into the podcast. So that's very exciting. So yeah, send me those, and I'll attempt to include them on this particular podcast. However, also remember, it's you send it to me, there's a good chance it's going to be played on KCHUNG 16:30 a.m. on the first or third Monday of each month, which is when the show is. It goes from 1 o'clock until 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. So I'm on my way right now, waiting for the Chinatown subway. Oh, looks like they're pulling up now. Here we go. Here we go. Dig that. Dig that. It's interesting because these windows are painted with like a they're putting this stuff on windows now. It's kind of a paint, but it's kind of
stand clear. The doors are closing.
sort of a see-through mesh kind of thing.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
What about
Oh, we have one stop, so we won't be locked into this for too long. Just one stop, one simple stop. I think I'll just let you soak in the sounds of these earthlings on the train.
Is Chinatown Station. Welcome aboard the Metro Gold Line. This train's final destination is ATU Citrus Station, Medusa. Thanks for going Metro. Never be considerate of those around you, and don't play loud music or take up more than one seat. If you're standing, please keep doorways clear by moving to the center of the car. Lights should be placed in the designated areas on board, so they don't block access for others. And for everyone's safety.
Right, that's right. Okay.
I think it'll be exciting. Once I get off the train here, we'll take a walk over to Wonder Bakery
No, I won't be there.
get a coffee and we'll do a little interview of whoever the employee is there or the owner. I talked to the owner before. He gave me his card. He told me it'd be great to interview him for the radio show. Well, now that I got the podcast, I can utilize this too.
Okay, I will.
It's a fun thing. This podcast situation is great because it's such an immediate, so immediate. I don't have to go, hey, I'd like to have you on my radio show sometime. I can just go, hey, I want you to be on my podcast, and then I can just immediately start recording them. I decided that I'm going to start bringing my little microphone with me more often when I go on trips. So that way I got it right there. I can pull it out and start recording a podcast. Lickety-split. You know. Here we go.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing.
All right. Lots of activity today. Lots of activity today. Hey. Hey. People getting on the train, people getting off the train. People trying to make decisions. You know how it is. Yeah, it's life. You know what I mean? It's life. I'm gonna get a sound of these awesome fountains bubbling over here. There's a really nice sound to these things.
Oh shit,
Let's see.
pretty dope, bro.
Check that out. Doesn't that sound nice? That's the sound. There's a really interesting fountain over here with a bunch of sprouting little things. This again is for those of you who really enjoy the sounds of and I just now realized, it just now clicked. There's a couple of guys as I was walking up, they see this little camera attachment. I heard him go, "Oh man, that's badass. He's got a microphone on there, man. It's badass." It's amazing. It's so funny, like, people will look at the microphone strangely if they see that I'm pointing it at them. There's something about this microphone. I think what's great about it is that it, well, first of all, before I say my theory, I'll say this. I'd really like it if I could look through some kind of tool, some kind of device that shows the dynamics of it. You know, the way that the sound waves, like how far out is the sensitivity, in other words, on this microphone. How far does it shoot? Like, okay, so what I'm imagining in my brain is, I remember on Sesame Street, I think it was on Sesame Street a long time ago, they showed a guy like up in the stands of a football game or some kind of game, and he had on headphones, and he was pointing one of those sort of radar gun things at the players so he can hear what was going on. And so, you know, like with that, for instance, I imagine the sensitivity or what have you is like a laser beam. You know, it's like a cannon so far, so to speak. It shoots out far. So I'm wondering for this microphone what its sort of length is with the sound. You know, how far it shoots out. Is it a straight ahead kind of thing? Like it's like a straight ahead, or is it more of like a spritz? Like a spray bottle? Shoots out sort of like a triangle? All right, we are here now. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great, how are you? I would like a medium coffee with a shot of espresso, please. I love your coffee. I'm on my way to my radio show right now, right down the street.
Thank you.
And I always stop here to get a coffee before I go there. It charges me up like crazy.
You want the coffee? What size?
Yeah, a medium is good, but with a shot of espresso added, please.
Medium coffee 即係中咖啡，普通嘅，再加一個 shot， 一個 shot 呢啲，即係一個 shot 呢啲，呢種濃啲。
See, I'm always talking about Wonder Bakery on my radio show,
Yeah, thank you.
and how great it is, how delicious this coffee is.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do some magic to it. I gotta tell you, it supercharges me.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I'm speaking like a mile a minute, like a machine gun. You know? Do you drink your coffee? Do you drink your coffee here?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
I'm surprised you're not running circles around this place. How long has Wonder Bakery been here?
Over 40 years.
14?
40
40?
40 啊。
Oh my
Over.
goodness, holy moly.
Over 40
Wow. You got to throw a party here or something. That's pretty crazy. That's great.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, 你好。
You want 2 of those, 2 egg tarts?
How many?
2.
Okay.
Oh, we're just gonna eat them here. We're gonna eat them here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna leave $2 for water, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yes. Thank you for making sure that's nice and secure. Especially me. I'm kind of clumsy. Oh, yeah, that's good. That is good. Piping hot.
Anything else? The coffee?
For me?
Okay. Anything else?
No, that is
That's it.
all. Thank you. That is all.
Okay, 487.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
This one good.
Huh? Take care. Bye-bye. All right. That is our illustrious and exciting interview with Wonder Bakery. We now have a coffee in my hand, heading to the KCHUNG studios. I believe it's about 12:38 right now, maybe 12:40. That leaves 20 good minutes for me to get to the studio, fire up the Periscope, and get the get the computer hooked up, get the what do they call it? Nicecast. Nicecast is the program that we use to actually broadcast KCHUNG into that fancy streaming format that we all love so very much, those of us who live outside of Chinatown. If you're in Chinatown, tune in to 1630 a.m. If you're outside of Chinatown, Los Angeles, check out kchungradio.org. And you can hear it streaming. Usually takes a few days before the archive goes up online. Sometimes on the KCHUNG radio website. Sometimes I just take the program and I just upload it straight to Mixcloud. I record an Audacity version and then I just upload it straight to Mixcloud. So that's what I've been doing as a backup plan. Also, if anyone can remind me, part of my mission is to go through all of the Inspirado Projecto episodes that have been uploaded to the KCHUNG radio website. See, because what happens is they upload it to the KCHUNG radio website. It's a link to the LA archives. So they basically archive everything. LA archive. Not sure the official title of that website. However, I have seen those letters together at once before. LA archive. Inspirado Projecto's on there. I think they saved them in WAV format, perhaps. So please remind me to download each of those episodes and then upload them to Mixcloud. We got some lights on in the hallway here for KCHUNG hallway. It's a rarity to see so many lights on at once. It tends to be kind of dark. All right. I'm gonna take a look at this. See what the door code is. See what this is. Gotta tell you, it's hot out here. It's hot out here. We're entering the illustrious KCHUNG Radio Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here now. Wow. I'm gonna get the fan up and going. A series of things here. So I'm gonna get this going and I'll upload this thing a little bit later. Take care. So I am now here, Union celebration. After the show, we had the show. We had a fun show. Captain Nicholas was there. He archived it. And it will be found in the KCHUNG archives. He made sure of that. So since he was there, I did not take the file to bring home to upload to Mixcloud. That did not happen this time. It may happen next time. We do not know. On the third Monday, which I think is the 21st. I think it's the 21st. If it is, we will talk to you then. Should you decide to tune in. It's a great show with Orly Rodriguez, Jason McNeil, my old buddy. Talk about virtual reality, Twin Peaks, all that awesome stuff. And we also got a chance to play a song by Bucket, which is Joe Magaha's band. Played a song by Man Behind the Machine. We played a new one by Wordland. Who else did we play on there? Oh, yeah. One called Clowny Synth by O.S. DeVille. We played that one on there, too. That was good. I also received some wonderful news from John Garside, my old buddy, who I acted in Max Neptune for. He wrote and he co-directed that movie, retro sci-fi classic, inspired by Flash Gordon, Commando Cody, all those old serials. So Max Neptune and the Menacing Squid is inspired by that and created with the intention, created with the spirit, as if it were made way back then. If they had the technology that we have today, this is how they would make it back then. So we did it in that spirit. We used a green screen. We used a lot of fun tricks. Talk about movie magic. We used a lot of interesting movie magic to get that rocking, to get it rolling. I think it took us like 5 years to put that puppy together. A lot of it was the visual effects that Colin Fleming had to do. We had about six or seven computers that they got, which they call a render farm. All those were connected together, and they used that to help render the high quality visual effects that Colin was doing. And it would be basically, sometimes it would take 8 hours for, all these computers to basically render 20 seconds. 20 seconds of footage, it would take 8 hours. So imagine that. So these guys, their day jobs, they would have their day jobs, and then they come home right from the...
Just for a change to buy a ticket, I didn't get a ticket on the ride. I just got a gym.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Let me see if I have any singles or anything. Oh, geez, so you're taking...
I'm not riding this one, though. I had to ride the one called Metrolink.
Oh, gotcha. So there's that for you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Good luck getting to where you got to get to.
Yeah, I need 450. I got to get Metrolink.
Oh. So what's cool is John has been making these various videos around town called Forgotten Tales, which is all the history about the surrounding the Whittier area. He started investigating the Turnbull, the name behind Turnbull Canyon Road, and so that was like one of his early ones. He just told a whole bunch of different ones, and he did one about a lion's farm called Gay's Lion Farm, and that was the lion farm where they had the MGM lion. They had a lot of very well trained lions. People would go there to check out the lions, see what they're up to, see their watch their It was almost like a theme park.
Within work in 2 minutes. Royal Line train to North Valley. Within work in 2 minutes.
So he's made a few of these. The most recent one that he did, which is just phenomenal. He did a recent one about a shooting that occurred in Whittier with some of these officers, and so he reported on it. He did it was probably a 15-20 minute long thing. He did some interviews with these guys. They broke open their old evidence files. They let him see stuff that no one else had seen. They let him hear the original recordings, all this stuff. So he puts this together, and the cops are going crazy. Now all of a sudden, John is getting all these emails from cops asking him to investigate their shootings, look into theirs and tell their stories. And so one of the cops knows a guy who's writing a book about a series of cop shootings that occurred. And that guy found out about John. I guess one of the stories is in there is going to be the story that John covered in his Forgotten Tales episode. So that guy drove out from Santa Monica to meet up with John and the other officer, and the guy wants John to do for his show what he did for Forgotten Tales. So I guess the guy has a bunch of connections and whatnot. So, oh man, I'm so excited. It's so exciting to see how this is unfolding. He wants to do reenactments. They want to do reenactments. Maybe we could bring Colin into it to do some of the visual effects. That would be awesome. It'd be awesome if we could bring Nooch in from wherever he's at, Massachusetts or wherever. We bring him in, do all the special effects, visual effects for the, the makeup effects, prosthetics, whatnot. So much great momentum moving along. Wonderful things. Oh, I got asked again to substitute for that improv class, and but I had Inspirado Projecto, so I wasn't able to do it. However, I am looking forward to doing that again in the future. Teaching the kids improv. So I think for now, I'm gonna hang this up. Check that out, by the way, on YouTube. Forgotten Tales. Look up Electrodome. Forgotten Tales. You can also look up how the canyon got its name. You could type in Turnbull Canyon, Turnbull Canyon Road, and Forgotten Tales. And that would be good. All right, ta-ta for now. I'm going to put we're going to see if we can get some chords to this. We only have a half an hour here, so we're just going to chop through this. We're going to see what we can do here. All right, so this one is called Such and Such. I'm gonna mess around with this, see what we can do here. They say that we're too much. Ooh, that's good. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, baby, we won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and such. So it's called Such and Such. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, but baby, we won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and such. Huh. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, but baby, we won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and such. They won't make us frown. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so high, we'll go straight to clouds. Maybe it's this. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, but baby, we just won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and They say that we're too much. Oh, they say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They say that we're too much, but wherever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, but baby, we won't budge. Let's just walk away. How about this? They say that we're too much, But whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love talk and judge, but baby we won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and such. Let's just walk away from the such and such. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge, but baby we won't budge. Let's just walk away from the such and such. They won't make us frown. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so high, we'll go scrape the clouds. Wait, won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so high, we'll go scrape the clouds. Go scrape the clouds. Huh. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so they won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so high, we'll go scrape the clouds. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge. Oh, maybe it's that. They say that we're too much, but whenever we touch, I just walk away from the such and such. They love to talk and judge. such and such. We won't make us frown. They won't make us frown. They won't take us down. We can get so high, we'll go scrape the clouds. They all say so much. Let's not hold a grudge. Let's go far away from such and such. That's a fun start, right? Fun start. We'll come back to that later. Another wonderfully written song by Mr. Lawrence August.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Inspirado Projecto podcast. Goodbye, everybody.